Happening right now, Finance Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy is speaking about the province's finances after issuing the fall economic statement. Let's listen in.
AA rating, a clear that investors and markets have confidence in this province's fiscal and economic direction. Our finances are in the best shape they've been in over a decade. And thanks to that strong fiscal foundation we've built, we are in a strong position to act for Ontario. Earlier this year, we announced nearly $30 billion in relief and supports for tariff-impacted businesses to unleash our economy. And that money is flowing to impacted workers and businesses right now. So with our actions today, along with the initiatives I announced today, our mission is clear: to strengthen our economy, to drive a vision, and most importantly, to protect Ontario, families, workers, businesses, and its future. We know the challenges will come, but we also know Ontarians and Canadians are up to those challenges. Now more than ever, we need to unleash our economy and make Ontario the most competitive place in the G7 to invest, create jobs, and do business. Thank you, and with that, I'd be happy to take some questions.
We will now take time for reporter questions. Please identify yourself by name and outlet, and as a reminder, one question, one follow-up.
Minister Richard Southern, 680 News Radio. Why in a budget that projects such stubbornly high unemployment for so many years is there nothing new to help the more than 800,000 unemployed Ontarians or for those who may lose their jobs going forward?
Well, first off, I'll start by saying we acted very early to support the workers, and then I'll get into some of the things that are new and some of the recent updates. $30 billion of tariff supports, $9 billion in deferrals, $2 billion of WSIB rebates that are flowing to businesses so they can stay open, they can meet payroll and compete. So we acted early. We've increased the funding for the Protect Ontario Fund, where the $1 billion of which is going to companies like Algoma so they can support the steel workers up in the north and continue producing great Ontario-made steel. We've continued to do more work on the Ontario Together Fund, which was $50 million. So we just announced another $100 million today. So we continue to, not only we acted early, that money is flowing, the money that even just recently we made that Algoma announcement and others is continuing to create jobs. And, you know, the other thing that we're going to continue to do and are doing is making sure we reskill and retrain people, because I can tell you there's a lot of employers that want to hire a lot of employees, and we're going to be there to support the workers.
With LCBO and alcohol tax revenue both down, can we conclusively say that the opening up of the alcohol market has come at a financial loss to Ontarians?
Well, there's no change to the numbers that I reported 5 months ago, the $1.8 billion for the LCBO, which then rises over time. There'll be the exclusive wholesaler across the province. That's new. And look, modernization of our alcohol system has gone way better than even I expected, and I had very high expectations. You know, 6,000 more places that you can buy beer, wine, ready to drink. Convenience stores tell us that the revenues are up 12%, on long weekends 33%. So more choice and convenience. So we're very pleased with the direction. And don't forget, the LCBO, we've cut taxes, alcohol taxes, we've cut fees and markups so that more money goes into the pockets of consumers and businesses in the alcohol sector.
Hi, Tina Yazdani with City News. Minister, of the $5 billion set aside back in August to support businesses hit by tariffs, only $100 million has been doled out so far. Why has the rollout of these funds been so slow?
Well, it hasn't been slow at all. In fact, we opened up the application process, and of course a number of companies have applied, and we've been in the process of adjudicating those applications, and we'll be having some announcements real soon. And that's what it's there for, to provide companies that are really impacted by the 50% tariff on steel and aluminum, the tariffs on the auto sector. So that's one fund that we're using to support workers, to support businesses. I mentioned the Ontario Together Fund.
And we are just listening to Finance Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy. He was touching on the province's finances after issuing the fall economic statement.